bosses at ITV's two big soaps, Corrie and Emmerdale, have issued a warning to fans over fake accounts on social media where scammers pose as cast members. Now, Sue, this is something that you have been a victim of. They've posted clips on social media, including ones of you on this show, and they've doctored the footage, including your voice, to make it look as if you are selling weight loss pills. Now, be warned, I can't say this more explicitly, this clip is fake.
OK, let me tell you my secret, how I went down 4 stone in 3 months. I tried everything with no result. I am way too busy to go to gym every day, and I love my chocolate and wine. This supplement will burn your fat while you sleep. You will lose 2 stone by summer, easy in time. Gosh, this product works for anyone, I guarantee it. They are giving 50% special to this audience right now. Don't wait.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, I mean, when you really concentrate on it and someone's told you it's a fake, you can say, well, that voice is not right and that's a bit blurred. But if you were just kind of casually scrolling on that, it would be pretty convincing. I mean, what sort of response did that get?
It's all, I mean, it's mortifying. I mean, the amount of messages I've had on Instagram saying, I've spent over £100 on these items based on that. And all I can do is apologise. I have put things out on social media as me, saying it's not me. If it's not off my official site with a tick, it's guarantee it's not going to be me. But at the moment, there is nothing to protect any of us. And we're at the very beginning of AI. And it terrifies me.
And that's not the only one, is it? There's other ones
there's loads of them. There's loads of them. You had it as well.
I had one about, again, from this show. There was pictures of me on this show. And then went on and on and on this writing of how I'd lost weight using these keto tablets. It was tablets again. And it went on and on and on, and clips of me saying things and straps, and then in the newspaper headlines they'd picked up. Did this whole thing, and again, you get people going, please tell me these tablets work because I've just spent £410. And you feel so bad going, I'm so sorry, I don't even know what they are. Like, it's nothing to do with me.
And there'll be stuff going around that you're probably not even aware of. And they're obviously picking on you, Sue, because I think there's one, we've got another clip here.
This
from
is
Sister Act or something. Let's have a look.
And let me tell you, the transformation was absolutely out of this world. Like, I'm not even kidding. You can drop 2 stone in, like, what, 3 weeks? After much hesitation, I decided to share it as a gift to my followers because it has tremendously improved my life. I can't wait to see it improve yours too. So what are you waiting for?
Wow. Do you know, it actually makes me feel physically sick when I see it, and my heart sinks when I get a message through saying, oh, just so you know that this is on Facebook, is this you? And I think, oh, not again, not again. Because all they do is close it down and then open up another one, another, you know, wherever you send your payment
there's
to.
Another one.
Oh, and this one, this is a classic. That one of me on, I mean, that has been stretched beyond belief. That's, you know, it's like... It's not...
As you say, we are at the beginning of AI, and it is really concerning. I mean, I think it was December... Well, it was December 2023 that social media giants were given 6 months to significantly reduce the epidemic of scams on their platforms or face action from the government. They have produced new guidelines that I think TikTok, Snapchat, YouTube and LinkedIn have committed to. So tech giants have committed to these new guidelines to reduce the number of scams on social media, but... clearly, we're still seeing lots of them. I mean, one of the things we were chatting earlier, Judy, and you were saying this, which I think is such a good point, we kind of con ourselves that it's maybe older people or less tech-savvy people who will fall for this, but it's not. They're so clever.
No, it's a false narrative because, you know, I've had some of my social medias being copied and, you know, people telling me, and the age range is different. You know, even myself, I remember the time a bank that I was using, I thought it was the bank, and someone called me, and it's just the way they get you. They talk so fast. They said, hi, you know, Smith, I want to speak to you. We've got an alert. I just need you to confirm something about a transaction. And in that moment, you're thinking, transaction? I'm here with my cards. And they did it like it was a security check. And then they said, we need to confirm if you're in Nottingham and you've just gone into, you know, perfume shop. And I'm like, no, I'm here in London. And then they were just like, oh, could you I'm going to send you a text and it's going to come up with a code. If you could give us that code, that authorises us to stop your account. And in that moment, I was so flustered, but then I looked and the code was saying it was giving them the code for them to have access to download my banking app onto their phone. And immediately, I just remember hearing, you know, you constantly hear people saying, oh, there's all these scams, and sometimes you pay it off, you just don't listen. But then I thought, oh, my gosh, is this a scam? And I said, can I call you back? And they were like, oh, don't you want to sort this out? I said, can I call you back? And then they used foul language. And I was like, OK, you're definitely not the bank. And I hanged up. And it really made me look at myself and think, actually, you know, my age of, you know, being 40 plus, I just thought to myself, this is not just older people or vulnerable people. I'm social media savvy. So it makes you know that you have to spread the word for people to be really safe and careful.
But it's like you say as well,
ages.
some of them are so clever. Like, sometimes I get emails and it goes, you need to reply to this urgently, otherwise this is going to happen, that's going to happen. And I'll be, like, the kids are there or whatever, and I go, oh, my God, I need to get in touch with these because this is going to happen. Straight away, my kids will go, it's a scam. Just don't open it, just delete it. But I spend 10 minutes, how do you know? How do you know it's a scam? Maybe the police are coming, I could be arrested. And they're like, Mum, just delete it.
What frightens
Not that
me
I'm
about
dramatic.
this is, like, the scams, but on a larger scale, the political manipulation, you know, polarises communities and it damages reputations. And as we say, we were at the beginning of this, and something has to be done, whether it's digital watermarking, it's I don't know, awareness campaigns.
It does make you wonder where we're going. Because as you say, you know, Sue, and I was just reading it this morning, and it's like, what, can you believe anything these days? But, you know, in terms of the political campaign for the election, there are concerns about certain social media accounts, which are sort of actually chatbots, and they're trying to direct people in the way that suits them, obviously. So we are getting into very, very uncharted waters. It's kind of scary. It's like, don't trust anyone, isn't it?